Hello, my name's Aldous, and this short video is going to explain to you how to take care of your mental well-being whilst at home during the current world pandemic. There's a few things that we can do to actually help ourselves with anxiety and stress that's a huge problem in the world at the moment because of all of the uncertainty that we're currently facing. Now, we cannot control what's happening in the world, but what we have got is control over our own life. And so that's what we need to focus on, ways that we can control how we feel and what we can do to improve our happiness during this uncertain times. So the first thing I want to talk about is stay connected with people. No man is an island. We need people to talk to communicate with. Yes, we might not be able to see them. If at this moment in time we're having to self-isolate, there's still things that we can do to communicate with other people. Nowadays, we're lucky enough to live in a world with technology. So we can contact friends during WhatsApp, during telephone calls, even during video calls. So try to go through, make a list of all of the people that you've known in the past and you would like to maintain friendship with, and actually start to contact them, reach out to them. Maybe you might have a cousin you haven't spoken to for a couple of years. Drop him or her a message and say, how are things? Would you like me to support you, or could we support each other with a weekly telephone call during the next few months? Really reach out, set out and start to make contact. There's lots of help and support online nowadays as well. There's lots of communities, online communities that you can join in with and chat with, and support groups out there. Do a little Google search and find out what ones appeal to you. But it is so important to actually keep connected. If you can, and if you are able to go out maybe once a week and meet up for a socially distanced walk with a friend, even better, or a relative. Look at the things that are available to you and actually go out and make sure that you speak to people, preferably on a daily basis or at least every few days. And if you can, a weekly or even a daily walk, if that's something that you're able to do. Because another thing that you can do might surprise you to take care of your own mental well-being is to support other people. There is a lot of evidence that giving out and doing for others, you get so much better back. So if you can become involved in a food bank, for example, collecting food or parcels, helping distribute them in whatever way is possible. If you can do something to help others, if you've maybe got some vulnerable neighbours and if you're going to the shop or ordering in and you can order in some extra stuff for them, then that's brilliant. You will get so much more back by actually helping other people. Don't forget your body. We need to look after ourselves. Now, we might not be able to go and take part in the normal activities that we do, but there's a lot you can do at home. There has been masses online on YouTube or Get Fit, Stay Fit. Even if you can't move your body very much, you can possibly do stretches or even chair yoga. Whatever it is, we need to look after our own body. If you can go out for a daily walk to a local park, even better, because by connecting with nature, it makes us feel so good inside. The fresh air, the actual seeing the greenery all around, just sitting on a bench in a park and looking at the wondrous world around us, maybe even feeding the ducks. Being out in the open air is so beneficial for us. And so if we are in a position that we can go out for a short walk each day, make sure you do. Explore the local parks that you might not have ever explored before. But if you are confined to your home, then you can still do an awful lot. Look onto YouTube, start to move your body, even have a little party for one and put on a piece of music and dance as if you're dancing in a party. Even if you can't stand up and dance, or you're moving isn't brilliant, you can dance where you're sitting. Just move your body, stretch yourself, reach out and try to actually move your body. And don't forget what you eat and what you drink. Try to have 8 glasses of water, because it's very important to keep hydrated during this period, because being at home, especially now the winter's drawing in with the central heating, can dry us out. And so keep lots of water, and if you can, fruit and vegetables coming in. If you can't go out, just make sure in your weekly shopping, if you have it delivered, that you've got your 5 a day of fruit and veg as well, because what you eat really impacts how you feel as well. And it's so easy to reach for the comfort food, but the following day you'll just feel worse. So try to make sure you have a good, healthy diet as well. And remember your sleep. With the world being so almost like it's feeling upside down at the moment, it's easy to go to bed a lot later, get up a lot later, but that just has a negative effect on us. So try to maintain a good sleep routine. Make sure you have the 7 to 8 hours each night. When you go to bed, you get rid of all technology, everything outside of the bedroom, and so you actually keep your bedtime routine. It will help you in the long time. Try as well to do things you enjoy. It makes the biggest difference. Make a note of all of the things that make you happy, and try to do a few of them each day. So get a piece of paper and a pen and try to write down as many as you can, at least 50 things that make you happy. These could be incredibly small things. It might be sitting in the sun and looking at the sun. It might be going for a walk. It might be listening to music. It might be colouring in. It might be doing knitting or sewing or kicking even a ball around in the back garden. Make a list of all of these different things that make you happy and try to do a few each day. The only person that can actually take care of your own happiness is you, yourself. You've got to become responsible for your own happiness. And so you could even plan ahead. Look at the next 7 days and have fun writing down, well, on Tuesday, I'm going to dance to some music and watch my favourite movie. On Wednesday, I'm going to go for a walk and feed the ducks. And also phone up my friends, and we always have a good laugh when we're actually talking together. So become responsible for your own happiness and start to bring it into your life each and every day. Because what we focus on is where our attention goes, and that's how we feel inside. Now, you do need to be very mindful of any difficult emotions that you might be feeling. Anxiety, fear, stress. You don't need to hold on to these emotions, but the first thing you need to do, if you're feeling stressed or anxious, notice what you're feeling, even say it out loud if you live on your own. I am feeling stressed, I am feeling anxious. Because even naming those feelings help us feel a little bit better. The acknowledgement of it. If you pretend it doesn't happen, then it will just get bigger and bigger and bigger. So we need to acknowledge any difficult emotions. And then what we can do is we could either watch how they're making us feel. So I am feeling very anxious. How is that making me feel? It's making my hands clammy, my stomach go around. All of these things, it's bringing tension to my shoulders. Just observe how they're making you feel. Wait for the strong emotions to pass a little and then carry on with your daily routine. Or you can just acknowledge the emotion and breathe it out. Say to yourself something like, I'm breathing in calmness and happiness, and I am allowing myself to let go of stress and anxiety. And just notice your out breath and breathe out the anxiety, and then distract yourself with something that might make you feel a little bit happier, like put on a piece of music you love. So focus on the things that you enjoy to do and make sure you do them every day. Now, we've got no control over what's happening in the world at the moment, but we have got control over how much we read about it. So limit the amount of exposure you are having on a day-to-day basis with all of your news feeds. And so if you get up in the morning and you watch the news, and at the moment there is a lot of very bad news out there. So if you find that makes you feel very stressed and very anxious, stop watching the news. If you've got an app on your phone where you watch the news, take it off. I'm not saying you need to be totally blind of the world affairs, but just maybe have the highlights and watch them once a day, maybe lunchtime or something, the very, very, very limit. But it does not make you feel any better. In fact, it makes you feel lots worse if you are consuming all the negative news that's around at the moment. So limit the amount of news that you are watching. If you can, hardly watch any at all, because it's causing a lot more stress and a lot more anxiety to how you feel. And almost limit the amount of time you have on social media as well, because social media can be very negative at the moment, very catastrophising everything. And if you find that you are watching social media and it's making you feel bad, have a break. Again, take it off of the telephone or let it go. Just have a few days break from social media, because if that is draining you, that's just making your anxieties and stress worse. So have a social media break. And finally, I'm going to say, try to focus on the things that are good in your life at the moment. So start to make a note on a daily basis of 3 good things that happen to you. Very simple things, but generally start to make a note. Even before going to bed, reflect back on the day and think about the things that were good. Or even do gratitudes. Lots of people do gratitude journals every day and it makes them feel good. So try to come up maybe with 3 or 4 different things each day that you feel grateful for. Like you might feel grateful for the comfortable bed that you sleep on at night time. You might feel grateful for the chat you had with your friend earlier on in the day. So try to focus on the things that make you feel good, and also try to do the things that make you feel good each day. And remember, try to eliminate all of the things that make you feel worse, like negative news feeds, social media. And that way you can begin to manage any stress and anxiety for the time being while this pandemic continues. Thank you.